Hello to our viewers. My name is Harold. I'm the Writerpreneur Community Manager and also known as the Millennial Wealth Planner. And welcome to another episode of the Writerpreneur Show, where we invite resource speakers who can help freelancers and entrepreneurs like you who want to build and grow your business. So our guest for tonight is Miss Maria Thenese Cornelio, who will share about the fears of freelancing newbies. And later on, we have a special guest as well, the CEO of Writing Hacks Academy, Miss Jonah, to give tips on how to build our credibility as a freelancer. So this episode will help those who plan or who are already starting their freelancing career and who wants to move to the next level. At syempre, no, di ba, dito sa Writing Hacks Academy, it's our advocacy no, to help writers at the same time entrepreneurs no, in their writing skills in order to improve their business. And ngayon, pandemic, hopefully we can be of service no, to our viewers who want to maybe no, use writing as another side hustle to earn more, or maybe to use writing in order to improve their sales and business. So, without further ado, let me introduce our guest for tonight. Ms. Thenese, no, helps brand and product photographers have a loyal social media following by reliable and strategic social media copy. She's also a social media writer of the Daily Tribune. When not working, she loves watching Supernatural, attending Singles for Christ activities, and cooking. So this episode is perfect for those who are really starting in this journey as a writerpreneur. Miss Thenese is yung experience niya no is just for the past 2 years pa lang. Pero despite those past 2 years, she was able to accomplish a lot. And in the next few minutes, i-discuss niya yung life story niya on how she was able no, to get that credibility and conquer those fears as a starting writerpreneur. So to our viewers, hopefully you can send some heart reactions. No? Libre lang naman po mag-heart. And let's welcome our guest for tonight, Miss Maria Thenese Cornelio. Hi, Thenese.
Hi, Harold. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Hi to our viewers tonight.
Ayan. So thank you, Thenese. No, I'm so excited to learn from you tonight, no, as well. So, ayan, for those who are watching, no, don't forget to comment hashtag Team Live or Team Replay so we can greet you. And you may also type your questions, no, later. So Miss Thenese can answer them. And of course, no, sa mga gusto magpa-shoutouts, eh, nandito kami para ma-shoutout, i-shoutout kayo. So, ayan, Thenese, thank you again for accepting our invitation. And maybe for our viewers, no, to know you more, maybe you can share your story. Sino nga ba si Thenese? Ano nga ba yung story ni Thenese?
Sige po. Nagsimula po ako katulad ng karamihan na pagkatapos mag-aral ng college or kolehiyo ay naging empleyado. So, naging empleyado po ako sa isang bangko sa Makati for more than 5 years. Tapos, kaso lang, dun sa tagal ng pagbabangko ko, ay hindi ako natutuwa sa ginagawa ko. Tapos, kumbaga, ginagawa ko lang yun kasi yun yung opportunity na binigay sa akin ni Lord. Tapos din, pinagbubutihan ko sa ginagawa ko. Yun nga lang, hindi ako nag-enjoy sa paperworks. Tapos syempre, nung panahon na yun, hindi ko pa alam kung saan talaga ako mag-enjoy na trabaho, na pagkakitaan o negosyo. Tapos doon sa 5 years ko sa bangko, marami rin naman akong iba't ibang natutunan. Yun nga lang, bukod sa may hindi okay yung environment, sa unit namin, hindi ko talaga yung gusto yung puro paperworks at yung paulit-ulit na routine. So, after dun sa bangko, full-time muna ako sa negosyo namin ng nobyo ko na photo booth. Tapos din, dun nag-discern din ako, pinag-isipan ko din ng maigi kung saan ba ako talaga yung magaling, saan ba ako gusto ni Lord papunta. Tapos yung isang beses na nagpunta ako sa dentista ay nagdala ako ng libro na hindi ko natapos. Yung pangalan ng libro ay tungkol sa dream ship or yung sa pag-alam ng career mo. So nalaman ko dun sa libro na kung halimbawa si Dolphy ay magaling magpatawa, meron siyang signature na ginagawa na siya lang yung makakagawa nun. At dahil doon, siya ay para sa pagko-comedy. Yun yung halimbawa nun. So, tapos doon ko na-confirm sa sarili ko na kung magaling ako sa pagsusulat, na may nakaka-appreciate. So, doon din ako will ni Lord. So, may style ako sa pagsusulat na sa akin lang, na unique lang. So, yun yung sinubukan kong i-pursue nung time na na-realize ko na para ako doon. Tapos din, medyo matagal din bago ako din nagkaroon ng mga kliyente. Pero naghanap muna din ako ng mga workshops, ng mentor, gano'n. Tapos din, sa present or nitong nagdaang pandemic at saka this year, nagkaroon ako, thankful ako kay Lord na nagkaroon ako ng both local and international clients. So last year, this year pala nagsimula yung international client ko. Tapos nakilala ko siya sa isang Facebook group ng isang foreign Facebook group. Ayun, through networking. Yun yung parang ganito lang din, chikahan. Tapos kwentuhan, so doon ko nakilala yun. Tapos din, as a freelance, kaya ako din pinili mag-freelance doon kasi masaya yung freedom. Yun talaga yung gustong-gusto ko. Kumpara sa corporate world, yun yung masaya sa pag-freelance, yung hawak mo yung schedule mo, yung mga taong kakausapin mo at mga kliyente mo, yung mga pakikisamahan mo, kaya mong piliin. Yung hindi ka mapipilitan talaga, yun yung pinaka-gusto ko nung time. Hanggang ngayon din naman. Tapos sa ngayon naman, I'm a full-time employed. So, bago lang ako, I'm a full-time employee. Tapos din, tinutuloy ko lang din yung business ko na nasimulan ko sa pagsusulat. So, hindi ko pa rin iniiwanan. So, ayun.
Ayan, ang ganda ng story at excited na ako na marinig yung details, no? Details ni Thenese, no? Of his journey as an employee, becoming an entrepreneur. And now sabi nga niya, no, I think because of what's happening, and I think tanggap ng lahat, no, na we should be having more multiple sources of income. At sabi nga niya, no, may business ako na set up ko na siya. So okay na siya, gumagalaw na siya mag-isa. So I can start, no, another source of income without actually affecting the sales, no. So ang ganda nung yung sinabi ni Thenese. And of course, feeling ko naman, no, magkakasing age tayo, Thenese. Mukha lang po akong 35, pero ako ay 20 pa lang talaga. De joke lang po. Pero for us, no, millennials and the Zennials, no, we want to pursue something that we love, no, yung passion. At sabi nga ni Thenese, passion niya, pinag-pray niya yun, no, na magsulat at magaling siya magsulat, and she was able to convert that into a business. So ayan, to our viewers, no, again, sa mga kakapasok pa lang po, Thenese is a more or less, no, quote and quote starting writerpreneur. Kumbaga 2 years pa lang po siya nagsa-start, pero within the span of 2 years, no, she was able, katulad ng sinabi niya, get local and international clients. And yan po yung isi-share niya, no, how was she able to do that? Yung challenges na yun when starting in the freelance, no, in the freelance business. So ayan, shout out lang ako, Thenese, no? So, kay Charles. So, hi, Charles, and thank you for joining us, no? Charles is watching from Quezon City. So, ayan, siguro, Thenese, yung next question ko naman, thank you for sharing, no, your story. What you do now is more on the freelance copywriting. So, you've already mentioned that you already got, no, local and international clients. Pero sino yung parang pinaka-target market mo? Maybe when you started, and kung may transition man from when you started up to now?
Yung pinaka-target clients ko, dahil lang to sa isang kliyente ko, yung naging kliyente kong international, siya yung first international client ko. Tapos this year nagsimula, tapos hanggang ngayon client ko pa din siya. Kaya ko siya gusto kasi gusto ko yung itsura ng graphics niya dahil siya ay isang photographer. So ang target clients ko ay mga photographers. So usual, ang target ko specifically yung product and brand photographers. Ako kasi yung klase ng, medyo kakaiba din ako na I'm more on a social media person. Pero pag sa personal, hindi ako nag-scroll ng matagal sa newsfeed. Kasi napo-bored ako. Pero sa mga Facebook groups, doon ako medyo nag-hangout or tumitingin-tingin. So, yun, mabalik lang tayo dun sa photographer. So, ang ganda ng graphics, yung resolution, yung sobrang tingkad, ang ganda ng kulay, may creativity na nakikita dun sa mga bagay na pinagdudugtong-tugtong niya. Halimbawa, yung ingredients ng pagkain, yung product, so kung paano yung presentation, no? Tapos yun nga, yung kulay. So, mahilig din ako sa iba't ibang kulay ng mga nakikita ko. So, yun. Kaya ko siya gusto. Tsaka higit sa lahat din, okay siyang kliyente dahil on time siya magbayad. Tapos din, okay kausap, okay magbigay ng instruction. So, yun. Masaya din katrabaho.
Ayan. So thank you, no. So sabi nga natin, no, Thenese is a copywriter. So at yung more or less mga tina-target niya, no, yung mga product and brand photographers, and tama ba, Thenese, ang copywriting, it's the writing skill wherein you sell, no, you parang you market certain products or brands. Tama ba definition ko? Baka mali.
Oo,
Tama, no?
tama.
Tama, no? Tama. So, ayan. So, baka magkamali ng definition si MWP. So, ayan po, no? Just in case may mga viewers tayo na copywriters, aspiring copywriters, feel free to ask your questions later, no? In the meantime, no, Thenese will be sharing yung top 3 years or top 3 challenges when she started as a freelancer, and at the same time, no, she will be also giving her tips on how to overcome such fears and challenges. So, ayan, things, I'll give the floor to you.
Thank you, Harold. So, para sa mga naging fears ko, yung mga kinatatakutan ko. So, yun nga, sa nabanggit ko kanina, okay yung sahod sa bangko, wala namang problema doon. Pero gusto ko talagang gawin ko ano yung gusto ko sa buhay. So, ayun, sinimulan ko yung pagsusulat. Yun nga, nag-full-time ako sa photo. Tapos, nung sinimulan ko yung pagsusulat, parehas lang din, hindi stable yung income. So, pero nung time na yun, dahil sa gusto ko yung mag-deep dive sa pagnenegosyo, wala akong kinatatakutan. So, excited kasi ako, ganyan. Tapos, masaya ako. Tapos, ang ginawa ko, nag-research ako ng iba't ibang paraan, paano matuto, ganyan. Tapos, sa fears, medyo pabaliktad lang tayo. So, dahil sa 2 years na ako, so, ang pinaka matagal kong kinatatakutan at paulit-ulit kong nararanasan ay ang walang kliyente or no client. So, sa buhay ng freelancer kasi, ikaw yung kukuha ng kliyente mo, maghahanap. So, hindi sila lalapit sa'yo basta-basta kasi syempre nagsisimula ka, hindi ka pa nila kilala. At kapag gano'n, hindi pa sila nagtitiwala sa'yo. So, yun, natatakot ako na walang kliyente. Kasi kapag walang kliyente, ibig sabihin, walang pera. So yun, so mamaya ko sasabihin kung ano yung parang natutunan ko at paano din ako naghanap ng solusyon doon. So yung number 2 naman, yung fail, or syempre pag hindi ako nakakuha ng kliyente, yung pakiramdam is nabigo ako sa sarili ko, nabigo ko yung sarili ko. At saka syempre nabigo ko din yung family ko kasi panganay ako. So wala akong masyadong naambag sa financial part ng family namin. At saka syempre nadi-disappoint ko yung mga magulang ko dahil nga syempre panganay, dapat ikaw din yung number 1 breadwinner sa family mo. Tapos din syempre dahil sa fail yung part na yung nabigo ka, may part din na unsecure yung future mo. So, isa yun sa mga worries ko talaga. Tapos yung pangatlo, yung isa sa mga kinatatakutan ko nung magsusulat din ako ng mga iba't ibang klase ng pagsusulat ay yung hindi alam yung topic. Kasi pwede, nang isa sa mga yung isip ko noon ay paano kapag may nasabi ako na mali or o kaya naman mahirap isulat yun. Kasi maraming iba't ibang topic, so maraming information, so mahirap gawan ng panibagong words or paragraph or blog. So ang pinakahirapan ako dati is sa technology. Nung nahirapan ako doon, hindi ako tinanggap ng kliyente ko kahit ilang pangalawang revision. So potential client pa lang siya noon. So anong nangyari, hindi nag-push through yung project. So anong nangyari doon, walang pera. So yun lang po. Okay na po.
Ayan, nakamute pala ako. So, thank you for sharing, Thenese, no? Sabi ni Thenese, and feeling ko naman, no, lahat tayo nakaka-feel or naranasan, no, itong mga challenges na to, no, na una, when you start a business, no, regardless whatever business it is that the fear or the challenge of finding the clients na no client, no, sabi nga ni Thenese, kasi syempre, pag wala kang kliyente, wala ka ring benta na wala kang pera. Number two, sabi niya, ano bang gagawin ko after? Paano pag nag-feel ako, no? And number three, sabi nga niya, uh, paano kung hindi ko alam yung topic? And siguro isang gusto ko lang i-share din doon, no? As writerpreneurs, as entrepreneurs, or as someone who is looking for freedom, sabi nga nila, di ba, we need to take the risk. And later, i-share naman ni Thenese, no, paano niya na-overcome yun. Pero sabi ni Robert Kiyosaki, if you want security, the most secured place is the maximum security prison, no? Doon daw sobrang secured, no? Kasi may gwardiya ka, di ka makakalabas, pero nakakulong ka. So, what we are offering here, no? Here in the Writerpreneur Show or in the Writing Hacks Academy is an avenue in order for you aspiring entrepreneurs to achieve that freedom, no? Sabi kanina ni Denise, parang nakakulong siya, no, sa corporate, naboboard ako, pero because of following her passion about writing, she was able to achieve that freedom. So ayan, Denise, bigay ko naman yung floor ulit sa'yo on your tips, no, on how were you able to overcome those fears.
Thank you, Harold. So, dun sa kanina na fear na no clients, ang ginawa kong solusyon ay naghanap ako ng mentor sa Facebook. Tapos din, may isa kong napuntahang group, dun ako nakakilala ng mentor na kung saan meron siyang online class. Yun nga lang, hindi yung mentor na yun ay pangmatagalan. For a brief moment lang. Tapos din, mapapayo ko lang kapag naghanap kayo ng mentor, yung at least 3 months, pwede kayong matutukan at nandyan para talaga gabayan kayo, yung hindi lang manonood ka lang ng pre-recorded videos. Basta yung makakausap mo ng parang ganito. Kasi mas maganda yun dahil mas customized or mas specific yung suggestions niya para sa'yo sa klase ng pagsusulat mo, sa target clients mo. At syempre, higit sa lahat, yung moral support dahil napagdaanan din niya kung ano yung pinagdadaanan mo ngayon. So, number 2 naman dun sa failure, dahil bukod sa paghanap ng mentor, ang maganda pang gawin, bukod sa social media ay yung pagne-network. Yung pagne-network na pumupunta sa iba't ibang virtual events. So, last year na-experience ko pumunta ng virtual events sa Amerika na madaling araw talaga ginigising ko yung sarili ko para pumunta. Kasi bukod sa masaya, nandun yung opportunity na yung mga target clients ko or kahit mga businessman ay nandoon. So, mahilig yung mga taga-US ng virtual networking events na libre, of course, syempre. Na libre. Tapos din, fast forward, wala akong nakuha ang kliyente doon, pero ang maganda doon, napapractice ko yung speaking skills ko, yung communication skills. Na syempre, hindi ko naman sila kilala, natuto din ako makibagay, tsaka makilala sila kahit pa paano, kasi syempre, ibang kultura sila. Tsaka yung mga taga-US, compared sa taga-Europe, taga-Asia, sila yung mga naghahanap talaga ng mga virtual assistants or mga Filipinos na tutulong sa kanila sa business nila online. Tapos, bukod dun sa network, yung sa not know the topic naman, yung isa sa mga mahirap talagang isulat ay, ang gagawin lang naman ay research. So, yung research, maghanap ka lang ng information. Tapos, paano kapag halimbawa hindi mo gusto yung, mabalik na tayo sa kwento kanina, yung technology na topic, yun yung iniiwasan ko kasi para sa akin, yun yung isa sa mga boring. So, nang dahil doon, napa-research ako doon sa potential client na yun. Tapos, nagkaroon ako ng mindset or thinking na maghahanap ako ng most interesting part ng technology. Meron naman ako nakita. So, yun, dahil doon, nakakapagsulat ako. So, yun, love the research and the information that you read. So, yun yung tip na mabibigay ko kung ayaw nyo ng pagre-research. Thank you.
So ayan. So ang ganda, ang galing nung ano, no. Sabi ni Thenese, number one, you need to look for mentors, and we're so happy, no, Thenese, because we are part of this community. Yung sinasabi nga natin Writing Hacks community. Kasi aside from mentors, maganda rin, no? Ngayon kasi, di ba, online lahat and you want a support group. Syempre, because of what's happening, parang ang hirap naman mag-meet, no? Pero kahit virtually, no, there is a support group that can guide you. And maganda rin, no, as part of the courses of Writing Hacks Academy, katulad nga ng sinabi ni Denise, hindi siya parang pre-recorded lang and after nun wala na. Pero someone that can guide you along the way. And yun nga, no, sabi ko nga kanina, kaya kinonfirm ko. Kasi sabi nga si Denise, nag-practice siya, she's practicing now as a copywriter. Maraming klase po ng writing, no? Hindi po yan parang pag marunong ka magsulat, okay, yun na yun. Kasi di ba, may creative writing, may business writing, may copywriting, etc. And then sabi din niya, no, virtual events, palagi ko tong tinatandaan your net worth, no, your network determines your net worth. No, ibig sabihin, your network determines your net worth, no. Ibig sabihin, kung sino yung mga kasama natin, siya yung parang more or less magdedetermine ng yaman natin, no. If you associate yourself with successful people, more or less, no, you will be the next successful person. Or if you associate yourself with successful businessmen or rich people, you will be the next successful business person or rich person, no. At ngayon nga po, no, libre naman lahat. And this is what also good, no, with online. For example, here in Writing Hacks Academy, we have this sessions, no, online sessions, online sessions wherein we meet, we discuss, and we help each other in the business. And lastly, sabi ni Denise, no, research lang po. At yun po yung maganda pag may support group tayo kasi syempre, hindi naman lahat talaga skill set natin or dun tayo magaling. Pero if you have a support group, maybe yung isang work, no, pwede mong ipasa or pwede kang magpatulong and that person will help you. Ayan. So, ayan. So, ayan, Thenese, no? Thank you, Thenese, for sharing, no, the fears and how you were able to overcome them. And for our viewers, no, may special guest tayo for tonight. Syempre, it will complement, no, what Thenese had said. And of course, if you have any question kay Thenese, no, feel free to comment as well later. So, ayan, without further ado, to give us tips, no, on how we can build our credibility as a starting writerpreneur, the CEO, no, and founder of Writing Hacks Academy, Miss Jonah Chipeco. Hi, Jonah.
Hi, Harold, and hello to all our viewers.
Ayan. So, ayan. Hi, Jonah. And ayan, we're excited na on what you will be sharing also to our viewers. So, go ahead.
Okay, excited ako, and while listening to Thenese, it makes me think back 10 years ago when I was also a new freelance writer. I was doing it on top of my day job as a marketing manager. And I remember usually 9 to 11 p.m. at night or at weekends, I would take writing projects. And back then, I would take even a meager $1 per 300-word article. But I am thankful kasi even if that was my first rate with my first client who is already an international client, I knew that I needed that project to help build my credibility. Yung topic natin today is about building your credibility when you're new, and we invited Thenese because I want you to get a picture of what it's like if you're a new freelance writer. I think yung question of credibility would be rooted from the thinking na I'm not good enough, or maybe freelance writing is not for me. So I'm hoping that you would be able to answer those two questions. What will make you believe and confident in what you're doing? And what will make you convinced that when you market your service to other people, you are ready for what you're about to do? So before I share my exact tips on how you'll answer those two questions, I'll ask Harold to share our screen because we have a lot of learning resources in Writing Hacks Academy. And the ones I'm going to share are free ones, no? If you go to our website, writinghacksacademy.com, you'll see there an option for the things that we offer: courses, articles, virtual training, and community. So currently, si Thenese is part of our Pen Movers community. I want to direct you to the articles tab. So we have free articles that you can read. And if you go to the part sa categories and choose freelance writing, there are free articles na pwede nyong mabasa to help equip you in your freelance writing journey. And one of my favorite articles there, baka nasa loob na ng pages, would be how to create a portfolio. I think it's an advantage for you to have a good set of sample works if you want to get started. And Thenese mentioned earlier about mentoring or coaching. If you have a chance to get a coach to teach you one-on-one, maganda na output-based yung gagawin ninyo. And you would ask how the coach would help you create your writing portfolio. Because even if you don't have a lot of client reviews yet, if you show a good portfolio or sample works, that will help convince the client that you can do the work that you need to get done. Also, we offer free webinars, and one is an upcoming one this October. I want you to go to freelancewriting1.gr8.com. We'll just post that link sa comment section. So, ano ba yung dinidiscuss natin dito sa session na to na ang title, Freelance Writing for Beginners, Is This For Me? So, I don't want you to get into freelance writing, especially when you're new, na hindi mo alam yung sagot kung para ba sa'yo to, match ba sa'yo to, or suitable ba kayo. So I know that when you apply for companies, meron silang job description, di ba? Pinapakita sa'yo ano yung sets of expectations. And in this webinar, that's what we'll discuss. What can you expect about freelance writing as an industry? Bakit mo kailangan matutunan yung industry na to? Ano yung opportunities? Is there a demand for it? And also credentials that matters and must have character traits. So, mahalaga yung credentials and character because I think to sustain any venture, freelancing man yan, corporate job, or business, your character needs to match what you're entering into. So, sabi natin kanina, sabi ni Thenese, nandun yung fear of not getting clients. Pero kailangan ang character mo talaga, magaling ka mag-network or malakas yung loob mo to market your services and market yourself. So, isa yun sa top quality. I think, pagdating sa freelancing, it's also a numbers game. So, yung numbers of proposals that you sent and numbers of people that you talk to would determine how many clients you will get and how successful you'll be. So, I know that sometimes as a writer, we're focused on the creative factor and yung output natin, gaano kaganda yung work natin. But in order to succeed in freelancing and also business, yung part na making sending proposals a routine would help you really get the right clients or hit your target numbers when it comes to sales or income. You can close the window now. I'm Harold. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, yun yung tips that I would give to boost your credibility if you're new. One would be to create your portfolio, and two, believe in yourself first before others would believe in you. Know that you're getting into this, alam mo yung pinapasok mo, you know the ins and out, at least, or have an overview of yung freelance writing, yung process, how it's done. Meron kang schedule, kailan mo gagawin yung writing task. Meron kang routine, kailan ka magpapadala ng proposal, kailan ka mag-reach out to connect with prospective clients, and integrate it as part of your lifestyle. Because in the end, any program, whether diet man yan, diba, or side business, kung hindi mo makayang ipasok siya sa system of how you live and integrated with your lifestyle, mahirap siyang i-maintain or i-sustain. So I've been doing this since 2011. I've been freelance writing for over 10 years. And on the side, I do other businesses and even have full-time clients. So mahalaga na matutunan mo habang nag-uumpisa sa building stage na yon, while you're building your credibility, nandun din yung inner work na you're learning how to create a system to make freelance writing work for you. continue to build your social proof, your portfolio, your sample works, while also building yung character and yung inner framework mo on how to get clients in. So, those are my 2 tips.
Yeah. So thank you for those two tips, Jonah. And we are now on the next portion, no, of our show wherein we will ask Jonah and Thenese, of course, some questions. So sa mga viewers natin, no, just in case you have any question, feel free to comment. No? Again, kung kayo ay hashtag Team Live, you can comment hashtag Team Live. Kung ikaw naman ay hashtag Team Replay, you can comment as well, no, hashtag Team Replay, and then your question, and we'll try to answer it later. Siguro yung first question ko kay Thenese, no, and later naman yung sabihin ko na rin yung question ko, no, for Jonah. Yung first question ko, no, Thenese, sabi mo you were able to get your first international client, and for someone who is starting, siguro yung perspective niya, hindi ko alam kung paano, no, parang how to get an international client. Maybe you can tell some of the ano yung ginawa mo, yung steps, yung process in detail on how you were able to close that client. And siguro yung question ko later naman kay Jonah, dahil si Jonah ay matagal na ginagawa to, no? Ano naman yung best client, no, kay Jonah? Siguro, maybe kung naalala pa ni Jonah yung first client niya, and siguro yung best client, and maybe some tips to our viewers, no, on how they can successfully close sa clients. So, ayan, go Thenese.
Nakuha ko yung international client ko last 2020. 2020. Tapos, nagsimula ako magsulat mga around January 2019. So, unang-una, mga local clients. Tapos then, may Filipina ako naging client pero taga-US. Tapos then, kung magta-target ng international client, tapos nagsisimula ka pa lang ay napakahirap. So, sumali din ako yung sa usual na tip ay magkaroon ng account sa Upwork, LinkedIn, yung mga clients na mga websites na kung saan naghahanap ng mga writers or mga freelancers. So, sinubukan ko din yun. Kaso lang, marami rin ikaw kakompetensya kaya mahirap. And then, sumali ako sa iba't ibang Facebook groups na kung saan nandun yung mga women entrepreneurs. Tapos din, sa isang Facebook group na kung saan meron silang weekly meet-up or ganito na nagchichikahan ng mga free entrepreneurs sa US or any part of the world. May one time, sa kakapunta ko noon, may one time na nagpunta din doon na naghahanap siya ng makakasama sa social media, pagmamanage ng social media niya. Tapos din, dahil sa, alam kong kaya kong gawin yung hinahanap niyang tulong, ay nag-pitch ako sa kanya, nag-message ako sa kanya via Facebook. Tapos naging interesado siya, tapos nagtatanong siya ng mga rates. So sinasagot ko naman. Tapos December yun, tapos na-close lang ng January. So medyo matagal, pero worth it yung paghihintay kasi sa part ko naman, ginagawa ko yung kailangan niya, tapos on time ako mag-submit, tapos ina-ayos ko talaga, tapos yung the best yung quality. So ayun, hanggang ngayon, naging kliyente ko siya. Tapos nung ika-third month ko naman na kliyente siya, nagbigay din ako ng mga libre kong part ng service. Ang ginagawa ko sa kanya ay social media captions. So ayun, para to give back din, kaya din may palibre ako din. So ayun, kung nagtatarget kayo ng international clients, lagi nyo lang pipiliin yung mga gusto nyong Facebook groups, tapos kung komportable kayo doon kayo mag-pitch. Tapos din, syempre kikilalanin nyo muna din yung mga tao bago din kayo mag-pitch kasi hindi nyo alam, baka hindi nila kayo bayaran. Pero kung hindi nila kayo bayaran, okay lang din kasi part of the learning lesson din yun. So, may ganun din ako experience. And so, matututo din kayo sa mga bawat pagkakamali nyo. Huwag lang matatakot.
Ayan, thank you, Thenese, no? So talagang there's no secret. You need to look for those clients, no? Parang hindi talaga siya parang out of nowhere magpo-post ka tapos biglang may darating na. So may process din and you need to trust the process. So, ayan, kay Jonah naman, no, yung question natin, kung naalala pa ni Jonah, yung first client niya, and siguro, best client, no, paano makuha yung best client? Ayan, Jonah?
Yung first client ko was an entrepreneur who owned a writing agency, and he was from Afghanistan. So, I mentioned, di ba, that I was offered yung low rate, but the positive side of it was a bulk order. So, I appreciated him kasi even if I had 0 reviews in a freelancing marketplace, back then it was freelancer.com. That's when I had yung account. I only had sample works from my personal blog, and yung articles that he assigned me to was health, relationships, and immigration articles. So, yung sets of articles that I was working on, and repeat client siya. So, parang that time, it made me think, or it changed also yung decision making ko, knowing which project to accept or not. And it also made me realize that there are entrepreneurs out there looking for people na they can start a good relationship with, yung mga freelancers na nag-uumpisa pa lang, but they can eventually work with long term. So, na-appreciate ko siya, naalala ko pa yung profile niya, and very thankful ako that he trusted me with my first projects. And sooner, I think a month after working for him, I had other international clients from that same freelancing site. Now, years later, of course, we evolve as a writer, pati yung services that I offer and the rates that I give. Syempre, hindi na ako papayag sa $1 or 40 pesos for 300 words. And I know marami ding new freelancers ang challenge when it comes to marketing and pricing their services. For me, a good client is someone who understands how you rate yourself based on the services that you can provide. Hindi sila mahilig tumawad na sobrang baba. Clear sila sa instructions, meaning they know what they want, because there are clients na hindi pa sila sure on how they want their written materials done. Maraming mga changes yan in between, and usually mahirapan ka. So you will meet along the way entrepreneurs or hiring companies na very clear na sila sa kung ano yung gusto nilang output and expectations from you. So kahit hindi sila mag-micromanage or everyday yung usapan, you just need to submit your work at a certain time frame. Maganda yung ganong kliyente, of course. That they would be generous, and they would also have repeat orders from you. So yun yung criteria ko, and I think over time, kapag nakakita ka ng ganong client, you will be trained to spot them, to spot good versus good paying clients versus those na kuripot tapos marami pang magiging complaints in between. And eventually you will be confident also to work with those who are willing to work with you at your pace and at a rate that you desire.
Ayan, thank you, Jonah, no? Siguro ang ganda yung insight ko dito, ang ganda ng sinabi ni Jonah, na sa simula as someone who is starting, usually, di ba, parang basta may kliyente, you will accept the client. Pero later on, no, as we transition from being a newbie, no, to becoming someone quote unquote an expert, we need also to look for the right clients that will fit us, no? Para syempre, ma-appreciate natin yung buhay or ma-appreciate natin tong freedom that we are actually looking for, no? Siguro last question na lang, if I may. Yung tanong ko kay Thenese, no? So Thenese, syempre 'di ba nung nagsa-start ka and wala pa naman, as in wala pa, wala pang portfolio, paano ko ipapakita to na okay, I am an quote unquote expert, I can do this, I can write. Ano yung parang steps na ginawa mo in order to tell to your client, no, na I'm credible, I can do this. Can you share some tips about that? tas later, tanong ko naman yung kay Jonah. Yung tanong ko naman kay Jonah later, no? Parang, ano yung tips mo for aspiring writerpreneurs na para ma-fast track yung pagiging expert nila na parang in a span of how many weeks or how many months they can parang project themselves as expert so they can of course 'di ba offer their services. So ayan, punta muna ako kay Thenese.
Nagsimula ako sa pagsusulat sa pagiging contributor sa isang online magazine. Pwede ba yung babanggit or hindi?
Pwede naman.
Pwede naman daw.
Oo.
Bali, itong sikat na online magazine, contributor writer ako. Ang pangalan nito ay wheninmanila.com. So, nung umpisa, hindi ko iniisip yung maging freelance writer talaga na may ganong word. Kasi ang gusto ko lang maging writer para sa kanila. Kasi meron silang part na kung saan, pag naka 50 articles kang sulat para sa kanila, i-hire ka nila. Yun nga lang hirap gawin nun. Kasi nung time na yun, actually, nung buong program, ex-deal yun. Hindi ka nila babayaran, pero yung mga write-ups mo nakapublish sa website nila at saka nakapromote sa social media accounts nila. So, dahil sikat naman yung When in Manila at saka magaganda yung events and mga kino-cover nila, sinubukan ko yun. Tapos, nagpapasa ako on time kasi merong noong time na yun, kasi syempre first time ko yun, tuwang-tuwa ako sa kanila. Marami silang rules. Binabasa ko yung dati, pinrint ko ng 2 copies, tapos binasa ko ng mga 2-3 beses para ma-comply ko yun. Super excited akong magsulat para sa kanila. Tapos, so 2019 to 2020, naging writer nila ako. Tapos, kinlose na nila yung program. And then, naka 12 articles ako ng iba't iba, may entertainment, movie, events, tapos din mga personal kong choices like advocacy, ganyan. Naging portfolio ko yon yung bali pagka may mga kliyente or prospects or potential clients ako, pinapupunta ko dun sa mga sinulat ko para sa When in Manila. Tapos din, naging favorite ako ng When in Manila dahil sa on time ako magpasa. So, dahil syempre wala namang bayad yun sa akin. May time na sumali ako sa parang, pag nag-like ka ng TikTok account nila, pwede ka manalo ng movie pass. So, nanalo ako ng movie pass ng Star Wars. So, meron akong +1. So, may black screening nun sa Resource World. So, tuwan-tuwa ako nun dahil di pa ako nakaka-experience ng Resource World din. Ayun, yun lang naman.
Ayan, so thank you, Thenese, no? Ang galing, no? Sometimes to build that credibility, syempre, when in Manila, no, this is one of the, leading kilala, no, na article, no, na, paano ba to, websites, no? So, if you want to build that credibility, pwede naman pala, no? Ang galing na sinabi ni Thenese, libre, pero hindi ako mababayaran, pero I can train myself, and at the same time, I get that reach, no? Or I can be quote-unquote, I can get that credibility. Kasi pag sinerch ako ng client ko, makikita niya, oy, when in Manila, contributor pala ako. So, ayan, thank you, Thenese, for that. So, ayun, yung question ko naman kay Jonah, tips din, no, on aspiring or starting freelancers, writerpreneurs in order to fast track in earning that credibility as well.
I think it helps that we strategize or be intentional in what we do. I know sometimes that if we're desperate to earn extra income or to go into freelancing, we will just take action without really thinking through paano ba natin to maximize. Sometimes we won't even study or take a look at the best way to do it in a way na mas shorten yung way natin to success. So part of that strategy that I want you to encourage you to learn is branding. It's one of the topics that I teach here in Writing Hacks Academy. It's not specifically about writing, but the words you use and how you introduce yourself through the content you write, what you put out on social media or your blogs would be connected to you. What Thenese shared about being a contributor writer for an online magazine, it's part of what we call branding by association. You look for people, places, things, or events that are bigger than you. And if you associate yourself as part of that, it will affect other people's perception about what you do. So, yung guest posting for other blogs, associating yourself with mentors and communities, being part of a freelancing platform where you really brand yourself and be specific about the value you offer your clients, part siya ng branding as a strategy. And in short, no, marketing term kasi yung branding, but in layman's term, it's about knowing your identity as a writer. If you feel that you are authentic and stepping into the shoes of a service provider na angkop sa'yo and parang aligned with your values or your purpose yung ginagawa mo, mas madaling kumonek sa prospective clients and you're also more joyful. So, I think I think that would be my tip. You will fast track your progress if you're happy with what you're doing. If you feel na you have a strategy you're executing, you're patient with it, and you're being true to your purpose in the process. I like what Thenese shared at the beginning of this interview. Na she prayed for her path. She tried to discern what to do and how to go about yung writing as a career path, because it could be parang yung missing piece that you also need, yung stepping back and trying to assess and say to yourself na, hey, I want to be a writer, or hey, I want to earn from writing. Now let me pause for a few hours or a few weeks, attend that free webinar or study that online course and see what I can get from it, and then come up with an action plan and follow that.
Ayan, thank you, Jonah, no? Strategy, no? Strategize, and of course, the branding. And share ko lang din, no? Without, syempre, parang sabihin natin, baka pinoplug ni MWP. Pero I was able to meet Jonah in one of the seminars Jonah conducted, no? About branding and social media marketing. And during that time, if I'm not mistaken, kaka-start ko lang naman, relatively new ako sa financial services industry. And I'm very thankful because of that workshop, I was able to build my brand, no, as the Millennial Wealth Planner. And I'm also a graduate kasi of Writing Hacks Academy's masterclass. Wherein doon tinuro, no, how to do copywriting, how to write, ebook writing, ano pa ba, website, how to create a website. So pag-check nyo po, pag-check to Harold Gardon, may website ako, may ebook ako, lahat ng social media channels nandiyan na ata ako. No? Pero isa rin siyempre na sa tingin ko ang laki ng tulong. When now kasi no videos ang parang iba no sa perspective ko as a financial advisor. Parang ang dami ngayon nagvi-videos, ang dami ngayon nagti-TikTok, ang dami ngayon gumagawa ng story. Pero yung isang secret behind that is how do you write your speeches, no? Or how do you write your script while doing the video? And there's a science behind it, no? In order to get those clients or to convert those clients. And of course, no, if you want to learn, you can attend the webinar of Writing Hacks Academy, or you can also join, no, yung Writing Hacks Academy's classes or yung master class. So, ayan, no, thank you, Jonah, kasi kung hindi dahil dito sa Writing Hacks Academy, I won't be able to formulate that brand, no, the Millennial Wealth Planner. At pag tinanong mo yan doon sa industry ko nasan ako, MWP, ako na lang yun. Kasi di ba ang dami, pero I was able to take that brand, to get that brand na ma-associate din sa akin. So, ayan, thank you, Thenese, and thank you, Jonah. And to our viewers, if you have any questions or kaya sa mga team replay, feel free to comment, no, and we'll try to answer later on. So, syempre, thank you, Thenese, no, and maybe if you want to connect with Thenese, Thenese, ang kanila pwede lapitan, and maybe you can also plug, no, your services that you can offer to them as well.
Thank you, Harold. Thank you, Miss Jonah, also for inviting me in this unique show of yours. So, you can reach me through my Facebook account. So, yung spelling na po ng pangalan ko ay makikita niyo po sa screen or sa graphics po nila ay Maria Thenese Bong Maria, and then Thenesse Cornelio. So, Maria Thenese Cornelio, you can reach me in that Facebook account. And then sa Facebook page ko po, Blissful Maiden Writing Services. So my main service is social media captions. I can also do graphics and short videos or GIF. And then I can also strategize your social media pages. So thank you.
Ayan, so thank you, Thenese, no? And of course, no, sa Writing Hacks Academy, again, meron po tayo na freelance writing for beginners, free webinar on Thursday, no? October 7. That's on October 7, 2 weeks from now. That's from 8 o'clock to 9:30 p.m. And you can register, of course, sa freelancewriting1.gr8.com. And ika-copy-paste ko lang din po ito, no? While copy-pasting it doon sa ating comment section. Maybe may last words din, of course, kay Jonah.
Last words? Pero actually, hindi has last words.
Or last tips or sa ating mga viewers.
So thank you so much, Thenese. I'm happy to see freelance writers like you who are courageous in starting in following their dreams. I hope that I would meet more aspiring or newbie writers na kagaya mo, and I'm praying that your business will be more blessed. I also admire your courage to go to webinars or live streams like this, because I think if someone's watching me and those who drop by yung thread natin ngayon, no, baka nahihiya sila, or some of the writers kasi would be introverts, or they'd rather write than face people. I was like that too. In fact, when I was a teenager at 15, I realized na I was devoting too much time writing. I had novels, I had notebooks, and actually tinapon ko yung mga gawa ko at that age because I thought, hey, I need to communicate with people more. I want real friends. I want to go out and do other things. But later on, now that I'm an adult, I realize that I shouldn't have thrown away my work. I shouldn't have given up what I wanted to do when I was a child, because achieving balance can be doable. If you want to pursue writing and you have other interests and you want to meet people and socialize, pwede siyang mangyari. I know that you may be moving on with your lives, perhaps having full-time jobs, or you have that desire to write pero hindi mo lang alam kung saan mo siya iilalagay. Start doing small steps. Like what Thenese is doing, you started doing it part-time, contributing. If it's something that gives you that feeling of joy or being connected with your inner child who loves to write, then pursue that. And I hope that story would inspire you. Don't be like me, that 15-year-old who threw away my dreams because I want to pursue life. You can be both a writer and whoever else you want to be. This can be a full-time passion, a source of income, or it can be a hobby. So take courage to embrace yung passion mo for writing, and that would be yung encouragement for tonight.
Ayan. Thank you, Jonah. Thank you, Thenese, again. And thank you to our viewers. Hope you were able to learn a lot. And here, again, at the Writerpreneur Show, we believe in the importance of writing skills in order to grow our business. So again, thank you, Thenese. Thank you, Jonah. And thank you for our viewers for watching the Writerpreneur Show. I'll be ending na. This is Harold, again, your host. And have a great day and God bless. Thank you, guys.